and I'll interview you next.
All right, no problem.
And I'll have a good set of questions for you. What?
Feel free to sit down. Want to do headphones? Yeah. Check, check. Hello. Is this my headphone volume? Where's my headphone volume? There it is, farthest. Okay. How's your headphone volume?
Mine's pretty good.
Okay. Just gotta speak as close as you can into the mic there. Perfect. And so, all right. So my name is Reid. Nice to meet you.
Hi.
What's your first name?
Giselle.
Giselle?
Yeah.
How do you spell that?
Giselle.
Gotcha. All right. Do you come to the park often?
No, my family just moved to California, so.
Your family just moved to California. Wow.
Yes.
Where'd you moving from?
New Jersey.
New Jersey. All right. Big change.
Yeah.
How you like it so far?
It's cool.
It's cool.
Yeah.
All right. Yes, Dolly and I are from Los Angeles. We just came down here to visit our friend Alex to help practice this thing called street epistemology, where it's a conversational method, a way of having a conversation to talk with people about whatever they believe and why. Let someone pick a claim, something they think is true, and then someone else asks questions to help them understand and help the other person take a second look at how they came to believe whatever they believe and why.
Okay.
Which one of the topics would you like to talk about?
I did the police defunding one.
Should the police be defunded?
Yes.
Okay, we can talk about that. So I think, what do you mean by police and defund? What do these words mean? How should we best define them for this question?
For defunding, I believe it as not getting rid of the police, but more of the redistribution of how I guess our government is spending, or like how much money is going towards police, because like recent events with like racial inequality and stuff like that's happened.
So should we change the distribution of funds for the police?
Yes.
That's really the question we're trying to ask here.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we do that? If all the way to the right is absolutely yes, we should, or all the way to the left, white is absolutely no, we should not do that, or not sure, where would your current confidence be about that?
I'd put like 3/4 to the right. I think we should.
You have a little confidence scale there.
Oh, should I hold it up?
Sure.
Okay, I'd put like probably right here, because I think I need more education on the topic, but I think that it should be redistributed.
Cool. Yeah, what gets you to that level of confidence? What are the main reasons why?
I think with recent events that have happened, that have been happening, and that have kind of been mainly seen now in 2020 with everything going on, I think that there's been a lot of police brutality and things that obviously need change. And I think that the system that we have right now is currently kind of corrupt, and I feel like we could redistribute our money better to help.
So what I mean to say is there's an issue with police brutality.
Yes.
And our current system of policing is corrupt, and we need to change that by changing the way we distribute resources to them.
Yes.
Okay. What are the main reasons why we think the system is corrupt? Why do we believe that?
I think that, well, obviously, main reason is because of, I guess, kind of the events and how, specifically with the George Floyd thing that happened in, I think that was March. I'm not too sure, but I think it was March. But everything that happened with George Floyd, how the police officer that kind of, went too far, how he kind of got off, and how then all the protests started happening, and the riots and things like that. I think it was just like really kind of a wake-up call for America, I guess, depending on how people take it, that we definitely need to redistribute money and kind of everything that's been happening. I feel like there's been like a lot of mentally ill people who have had the cops called on that were people of color, and that things just kind of went out of proportion because of police brutality, where there should have been a more kind of like calm down, I guess, before the situations just kind of escalated, and lots of people lost their life because of police brutality and just the situation not being handled. I also think that cops and stuff need more time, more training, I guess. I think I read something where like a barber, hairdressers, like they have to do more training than police officers do in America. So
Well, like the number of hours they need to
yes.
go through in order to get to like a license.
Yeah.
Versus like a police badge.
Mhm.
Okay. So those are examples of how the system might be corrupt.
Yeah.
You know, seeing how some police officer did a police brutality type of situation, and he so far has not been prosecuted as much as we would like to see.
Yes.
And all right, so you're currently about 3/4 of the way through. What could raise your confidence? What could make you even be more sure about this that you don't know about today that you could learn about in the future?
I think just kind of more education, I guess, on how, I guess, more ways that money could be redistributed, because I know that an example someone brought up was just like kind of having like mental health people be the first people to, I guess, de-escalate some situations. So I guess if I learned more about that and if I started to agree with that and it seemed like, reasonable and that it could work, then I think 100% yes. But I think already I'm pretty much there at the yes, we need to like defund and redistribute money.
Okay. If you learn more about the process, like
Yes.
with, police, what's the right term? It's like de-escalation processes,
Mhm.
maybe with the mentally ill. If you learned the police could do much better with different funds
Yeah.
with that type of situation,
Yeah.
then that could raise your confidence.
Yeah.
Okay. What could even slightly lower your confidence about it? What would need to be true? What would you need to find out or learn to
I
slightly
think
lower?
probably only if like, I guess I believed more that we're doing the right thing and that police need to be on scene first. I don't know. I don't think that there's much that could lower my confidence, because I think that knowing that a hairdresser or barber has more training than a police officer is pretty scary in America right now. So I think there isn't much that could kind of lower my confidence.
There's not much.
No.
Feel free to imagine even wildly implausible things that could happen. Like what if?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just feel free to imagine anything you'd
Mhm.
like. Is as wildly implausible as you need to make it to make it even slightly less confident.
Okay.
What would be an example of something we could learn?
I think if redistribution of money went wrong, I guess I could see like how maybe someone who was on the scene first, a situation where they needed police officers to be there,
Okay.
where it goes too far.
Cool. Gotcha. Any other ways to test this idea about police redistribution of funds? You mentioned we could put it in and things would go wrong. Any other ways to test this claim that we should be doing this?
For pro or con?
Any way to tell if we should go higher or lower? Or
I think over time, maybe, just kind of with events happening, if more of those continue to happen, I think that's definitely like a yes, this should happen. But,
if we continue to see the same examples of police
Yes.
brutality, more videos,
yeah,
starting to doing something.
yes.
And if we saw like no more videos in the next like 5 years, would that cause any reason to be less confident?
I think it might, but I can't see us going like progressing, I guess, kind of to like, oh, no police brutality, because I think this has been happening for a while, and I kind of wonder how many have happened now, like off video, I guess.
Yeah. What do we know the statistics on the prevalence of police brutality? Like this year, last 10 years, last 50 years?
Not
What's
off
the
the top of
trend?
my head, but if I were to guess, I would say it's definitely going up.
It's going up in the past like 10 years or 5 years?
Yeah, I'd say 10 years. It's going up.
And compared to like 30 years, still going up compared to then, or same or less?
I think definitely 30 years ago, I'm sure it was rougher than it is now. It might be rougher now, but I mean that probably 30 years ago, a lot of police brutality actions weren't recorded, versus now we have like technology and stuff, and I think a lot of things are starting to show, I guess.
Okay, that's cool. And any good way to figure out this data? What's the best example of figuring out this data? What's the best resource for figuring out this
Any
information?
Any trustworthy sources? Anything reliable?
What's the best example you think?
I think just kind of footage is the best at this point.
footage
Yeah.
to test the rate of police brutality,
Yeah.
like the number of videos per year of it happening.
Sure. Yeah. Anything.
Gotcha. And that's the best way to figure out the rate of it. So if it's a problem, if the rate is high, it's a problem, we need to fix it. That's one way to figure it out.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you so much for the conversation. Any questions for me? How was it for you?
It's pretty good. No questions.
Love it. We also like to give one of these little colored puzzle pieces. If you'd like to take one, it's squishy.
Oh.
And if you see us again, you can come back and get another piece and do another conversation.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Have a good day.
You too.